All right, here we go. Peace and blessings, beloved family. Thank y'all for coming. Welcome to another amazing episode of Who Naked Up in Here. I'm your host, Mr. Witz, alongside with Gifted. Thank y'all for joining. Please open your mics and greet one another.
Woohoo! Hello,
What's up,
beloved poets. Greetings. We made it to Wednesday.
Right.
What's up? What's up?
Exactly.
That's a
Love it.
little more like it, party.
Oh yeah, I knew the energy was in the room once I seen the company that I was amongst. But you know, we always have our slow start, but we definitely dive in deep and quick, don't we?
Yes,
So
we do.
great to be in the company of family as always. Tonight is a special episode. We have some family in destitute, and I do this when I can. I think we all should find ways to help one another get through our troubled situations. So at this time, I'm gonna pass the mic to the amazing Brandy Lane and let her express a little more.
Hey guys, most of you know me as Where Beautiful Lives. I'm trying to shoo my husband out of the room because it's embarrassing. Go away. I recently put up a GoFundMe. He ended up losing his job. Well, work started going away in September, and he stuck with it to see if it was going to pick up because normally it does. He does home audio video installation and stuff like that. And Black Friday came and there was no pickup in work. And so he had to stop that contract, started looking for more work, and he hasn't found anything yet. As for me, you know, I write books. I've been publishing a lot, and I'm working on 2 anthologies right now with the community, as well as 2 other books of my own. So I'm working on 4 at the same time, trying to get them out there. I do that probably 10 hours a day. I have 4 kids, and they all have their own needs. And then on top of everything else, this weekend, our car decided to quit running. I don't know if it's the transmission is shot or if there's like a crack in the engine block, but all I know is I can't go anywhere now. So I'm stuck at home. But that's why I have the GoFundMe up. We're trying to make this month's rent, which we're late on. So far, I think we have about $1,200 in donations on our GoFundMe. Our rent, we live in Denver, Colorado, and our rent is $2,500 a month, which is actually one of the cheaper rents here. If you're familiar with the big city out here, it's kind of overly expensive. And we recognize that after we moved out here. We moved out here in 2021, and we lived in a hotel for 6 months looking for housing because it was hard to find. And while we were living in the hotel, the Marshall Fire came through, and everything that we owned from our house was in a storage unit. And that storage unit was hit with the smoke and contamination. And we're still fighting with the insurance company to throw everything out and give us our settlement. So that's been 2 years now, and it's just been really hard. So I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry. We love you, Brandy.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
The community has always been so great, and I know I kind of disappeared for a while after I had my surgery. I was paralyzed in my right leg, and I went through a deep depression after that. So now it's working again. My leg is. It's still numb from mid-thigh down, but I can walk again, and I'm learning to swim again. I'm learning to try to work out again, and hopefully someday I can do a squat. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I work from home when I can. If I stand for a long period of time, I end up down for like 2 weeks because it ends up so painful. So that's about it. I'm just humbly coming to everyone and asking to share my GoFundMe. If you can't help, but if you can, you know, even $5 is great. Everything will whittle it down. I just don't want to become homeless in Denver.
very much
Am I so, what do I do
understood.
now?
No, we know you're fine, and I love you, and thank you for being naked with us in here, and revealing your soul, your spirit. I want just people to know who aren't familiar with you, the kind, loving person that you are, and and I just want you all to know that this is not just a tug at your heartstrings. You know, we have to learn how to keep each other up, especially during these times. So I don't do this very often, but it was in my heart to do it, and it was necessary to be done. I don't think her voice was being loud enough, and I just wanted to add some volume. So please, if there's anything that you can do, Brandy, please put it in the chat. Put your GoFundMe down there because the
And
way
also,
it printed for me, it came up like a blog or
um,
something. I
yeah,
don't know. So if you can put it up, it might come out cleaner.
yeah.
Um, they moved everything on here. There, where's my chat?
Click the
My
bottom
chat
of your
moved.
screen.
Oh, there
Click
it is.
the
I found
bottom of
it.
your screen.
I'm like, where did it go? Okay.
Yeah, and again, you never know when this may be you, and if it is, don't be shy, and allow life to happen without speaking up, because you never know how your family can help you. And I always look at you all, and I'm sure you look at me as family. So let's just make sure that we keep each other in these times. All right. Yeah. So with
Everybody's
that
asking
being
if I have a
said,
PayPal or Cash App, and actually I do not right now. I can set up a PayPal tonight if I need to. I just got my EIN for my business. Um, so if you have to do it that way, if you want to DM me and I can let you know as soon as that's set up. But yeah, we were trying to do everything through GoFundMe so it wasn't super messy. Um, but yeah, or we could do Zelle. I mean, we can figure that out too. I think our bank does Zelle. So
okay, so keep your eyes on the chat because sometimes you get direct messages in the chat. Um and people don't necessarily want to put their information up in
right.
broad, it might come directly to you. So keep your eye on the chat in case someone is hitting you directly. Then I won't be able to tag you on that or anything. But
Okay.
again, we're gonna have an amazing night. I don't want this room to be too heavy on everybody, but I do want you all to think with your hearts, the same way that you always come into this room, loving and caring. Let's keep that energy going, for eternity. And I love y'all. Gifted, did you want to say something?
I actually, if Brandy could just put the information, I think you both have put that information. I'll keep it going throughout the night, sharing it. I was trying to find a way to condense the link. But yeah, I know there's been a time when I was in need and our community came and lifted. So that's what we do, lift one another, not only in our art, but when we're in need. So I appreciate you, Mr. Witz. And let's keep lifting one another with our words, but also with our love and any monetary donation that we can give. So thank you.
Did you want me to read?
I would love for you to read, please, and if you will, two pieces. Before you do that, let me make this announcement for those who are new in the room. This is most definitely a safe space to share. You are amongst family. There will be no judgment here. Only hugs and upliftments coming from you, from everyone. Um, those who would like to share, please, there's a emotion or reaction button at the bottom of the screen. And if you click on that, you can raise your hand. If I see a hand raised, then I know that you would like to share with us tonight. And as I come across the room, I'll be certain to call your name. Tonight we're going to allow for two pieces per poet. Um, we're going to try to keep the homage and love down a little bit. I have early mornings, Um, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work, but I don't ever want to miss a moment of sharing with you all. So I'm here. I'm here for it through the duration. Um, all I'm asking that is there's something that an artist says that touches you and moves you to the point where you really want to be expressive about it. Put it in the chat so that we all can see it and it can be spread throughout the night, throughout the room. Um, that way, the flow of the night can go smoothly and everyone can get a chance to express themselves. Sometimes the room gets a little jammed, and if it runs lengthy, I've noticed artists have other things to do, so they end up leaving before they can express themselves. And I just want everybody to be heard and loved upon. So, with that being said, again, please keep that chat going. Don't be shy. You can never put too much information in the chat room. Just love on each other all throughout the night. And remember, we're here in support of our friend, our family member, the amazing Brandy Lane and her family. And let's keep them lifted tonight. With that being said, Brandy, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to this amazing poet.
Woohoo, Brandy! Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
The first one is from the first one is from my book Unrequited. It's my newest one. No longer. I no longer want my favorite things. No games, no wine, no music to sing. I don't care to wear my fancy dresses or do my makeup or fix my tresses. I won't listen to Gershwin anymore, and writing poems has become a bore. This all because I no longer have you. So now, pray tell, what am I supposed to do? The bright glaring sun at the dawn of day won't leave me alone. It won't go away. I still say good morning, but you don't care. Am I that much of a burden to bear? People get sick of me and then run away. I never know why, because they don't say, or can't, or won't. I'm not sure the what for, but it's quite impossible to ignore. Not a friend in the world calls upon me. No one wants to get coffee or tea. No friends ever pop by unexpected. I feel lost and utterly rejected. I could vanish from earth into thin air. No one would miss me. They really don't care. So I'll sit alone, crying at all that I've lost. I would do anything, no matter the cost, to be as close as we were, to make amends, to laugh and sing and play as friends. I'd give anything to look into your eyes again, without a mask, sans all disguise. To love you unabashedly, to experience that frivolity, to get dolled up again in pretty dresses, to blush my cheeks and comb my tresses, to drink and lose our breath in laughter, in your eyes see happily ever after, to embrace feeling the electricity that I had for you and you had for me. And then my next one I'm going to read is from The Briny Sea of Poetry. And this one is in all beautiful color. So I love to decorate the books as well. This one's called I'll Turn You Into Poetry. I'll turn you into poetry and make everyone see you as a masterpiece. I'll take each memory I have and with the stroke of a pen, fill books with nothing but your essence. Everyone who reads my words will know you by your soul. Magically, the drying ink glitters on the paper as it adheres to the fibers, the way your soul entwines with mine. I hold my breath, not wanting this feeling to wane, and just float here for a while, wishing it were endless. Oh, these waves like seasons come and go. I'll wait eagerly for when the surf gets high. I want to crash into your soul with the force of a tsunami. These seismic tremors in my depths have been gathering in cataclysmic abundance for so long, just waiting to burst forth. I'm left with these little earthquakes, holding it all inside, except for my mind, and now your mind as you are reading. If I cannot grab your soul, your heart, perhaps your mind will allow me to dance with yours. My thoughts intertwine with yours into a beautiful waltz. I stare into your eyes as you guide me along marble floors, spinning, yet the dizziness I feel is more from the butterflies that reside in my stomach. You hold me like the breeze holds the delicate wildflowers. My butterflies feel at home in your presence. They become still, and I can once again exhale. I am finally home, here with you. And those are my pieces.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Thanks.
Your book
Wow,
looks great.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Woohoo!
Beautiful.
There's some lines that were hot. I put them in the chat. Those are
Aw.
especially the tsunami one. That was hot.
Yeah, that tsunami line is crazy, crazy, crazy.
Thank you. If anyone wants help or like with their books or whatnot, I'm willing to help as well. So just let me know. Hit me up.
And at the same time, post your books in the chat, so that folks can know how to get a hold of your material. Your pages are beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you ended it too quick for me to put my comment in the chat, but I love the line about hold me like the breeze holds the wildflowers.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah,
I
I've
think that
got-
was a beautiful line
These
as
are
well.
the 5 I have so far. And I'll go
Wow.
ahead and put my Amazon link in the chat. I need to look it up real quick.
Yeah, and you need to get some personal copies because Amazon can be too deep inside of a pocket. Um, yeah, so for future, after things get a bit better for you, try to keep you a stack of books. That way you can receive the bulk of your money for your works. I try my best to keep books around just in case people are looking to order or looking to grab a copy of anything. Yeah, because that same reason they take too big of a portion from your hard works. But beautiful shares tonight. Again, family, don't forget we're here in support of Randy. So if you can, hit her up in the DM or send something to her GoFundMe. And let's help our family during these trying times. Y'all give us some love one more time.
Yeah.
Woo!
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And while we doing that, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to the amazing Mr. Witz. I normally don't announce myself, but yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Like that guy.
I heard he does poetry.
Love it, love it. All right, the first piece I'm going to do is called Needs to the Cloth. It began with the thread of a needle, sperm streaming like a ball of yarn, finding the eye of a narrow uterus, impregnating her egg. The royal Fabergé of her golden goose, making crochet out of their melanin. 9 months of kneading the blanket of my skin sheet. 3 trimesters of patterning the stitch in my face and fingers to the toes on his feet. Still, you can identify the first dimple before the full color filled his face. Stencils of my own cookie cut to the fabric outline of my remake. He made my face light like the street pole angled down to the morbid, sticky red dye covering his first peak, his surface breach, peeking out in the fabric of our lives. Was it the clipping of the umbilical cord or the tearing of her vaginal walls, allowing his mohawk cranium to stretch from his neck that got to me? I asked as if there was an answer. At what particular moment did I deserve to be a father? because every time I look at his smile, my heart cracks like reflector glass, and I see his first cry in the mirror shards. 7 pounds, 14 ounces heavy, cradled in the palms of my hands. I held him like the world, like priceless weight. Blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. How blessed am I? Oh. The second piece is also a new right. This piece is entitled Love and War. They say all's fair in love and war, as if everyone's heart is at stake, punctured through the sharpened blade the very moment we care for someone. Yet we all are said to have come from love, passion shared between two individuals before whatever became powerful enough to tear them apart. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference when loving someone feels like being beat within an inch of your life, and war cries feel like the best ejaculation you ever had. I too have been wounded by poking my chest out, exposed to a lover who would seek the end of me. You never see the enemy in someone you choose to be intimate with. You only see the bare soul in their naked body revealed, a consenting surrender when they give themselves to you. A spear of flame pierced my heart, and I welcomed it like a tattooed needle with her name on it, hoping she would script hers in an arrowed heart alongside of mine. But Cupid must have been shooting to kill, adding me to her body count. She probably never bull's-eyed the way she hit me center mass. Love is blind to lone eyes, but insightful when you get them back. And what you see is what you get for not having a shield of defense. The moment I took my helmet off, my chest plate followed. The war was over for me. The spear of flame pierced my heart, and I welcomed it like love was engraved on its bowing. Bang. She shot me down. All that was left for me was falling. And I must admit, nothing ever felt more to die for than love. So my deathbed is her victory, a homicide by her bow and arrow. For those who'd wonder what happened to me, check her eternal flame, and I will be there like a candle wick, keeping her light on. They say all's fair in love and war. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between the two of them.
Woo! Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn. Especially that
Incredible
first one
piece.
too, man.
Yeah, Mr. Witz.
Yo, I know the feeling of having the child newborn in your hand, yo. And I cried when I held my son in my hand, yo. Like I know that feeling, man. That's so profound, man. And they were both beautiful reads, man. Awesome,
Thank you,
man.
brother.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Word.
And like you said, especially if you're in the room during that moment of conception, that experience is it can't be put into words. And I think every man just breaks at that moment. You know, it's a moment of revelation. you know, there's a change happening inside of you. Yeah. So thank y'all for receiving that, those messages. Let's keep the love going. Don't forget we're here in support of our fellow poetry family. So keep in mind that we're trying to raise funds tonight. So if you can do so, please reach out. With that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to the amazing Teresa Gallion.
Oh my God, it's my mama. Woo, woo, woo.
Teresa, yeah.
Yeah, what, Mara?
Okay, I'm gonna read from I keep doing this. I'll probably read the whole book coming to all of you all's open mics, but I'm gonna read a couple of pieces from my upcoming book, Come Egypt. The first one is called Against the Sun.
Oh.
I didn't realize how far apart.
Every time I hug
Hang
a
on,
tree.
Teresa. Someone's unmuted and I want them to hear you.
Thank you for
So
that.
if you, I'm sorry, Mr. Witz, to do that, but I have to advocate for her because I just love her.
I ain't mad at you because it happens more than often sometimes. So, and I should have said it earlier. Please make sure that your mics are muted while someone is speaking out. If there's something you want to express, please put it in the chats. But let's be diligent in keeping our mics muted so that everyone can be heard nice and clearly. Thank you for that, Prada. Much love.
Against the Sun. Every time I hug a tree, I know the hug of spirit. I hold tight for a while just to feel that energy. I whisper into the bark, thank you. My ears hear, you're welcome. Go share your love with the world. And I think of you floating down the Nile, holding my hand. I catch my breath, one moment, and you are gone. I walk back into the present, and your blue-green eyes say, not ready. A teardrop rolls down your face. You are still frozen in a past life when we fought together against the sun. And the second piece is called My Womb. It's a metaphor for the tombs of ancient Egypt. My womb lies beneath blackberries in an unknown country where no one sings without permission. The threat of demise is a lethal weapon for the unwanted gesture. My womb is surrounded by red roses that moisturize stems at the mere thought of you. Such power is dangerous for the untried who dare to take what is not given. My womb is a standard bearer, holds the diamonds to expand the world, trained to submit to the gods and bear fruit for the common man. My womb is a goddess reserved for the gods of compassion and love. Do not come to me with blood-stained negative bouquets. My womb is the sacred feminine, open to the flow of love, streaming through the sand, climbing on stones of delight. My womb is a kingdom of hieroglyphic walls holding their breath as diggers reach into the static bliss of sand, preserving my essence. My womb is the empire beneath the sand. Those curious humans unearth my glory. They may bleed me dry someday with their digging because of the profiteers, greed, and lust. Thank you.
My goodness, thank you. Y'all open up your mics and
Now,
show some.
woo-hoo! Teresa.
Wow, wonderful.
Nice.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All of your works that I've heard have been so beautiful and such a journey. Your experience. Thank you for sharing it with us. You definitely bringing us along the journey. Um, and just grateful to have you amongst us now. Thank you so much, Teresa.
Thank you. Thank you so much too.
And do look in the chat. There's been some things passed, and let's all make sure that we continue to use that chat. And you know, when you perform, make sure you go back and get the accolades and the love that has been passed through for you, because it's there. Yeah, with that being said, y'all open up your hearts and show some more love to the amazing Teresa Gallion. While y'all
Yeah.
doing that,
Woo!
Yeah.
let's keep that love going, and y'all show some love to my man, Dominguez, Gustav, Salas.
Vegas.
Yes.
Greetings, beloved poet.
Woo!
How's everyone tonight? I hope everyone's doing great. I love you all. I have 2 poems for you tonight. The first one's called American Apartheid. By the way, Nikki Haley the other day said this country has never been a racist nation. So she's a dumb shit. And this poem is for her. This is called American Apartheid. Slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, and institutional racism, American apartheid, a nation built on genocide, lynching then to police-sanctioned murder today. We must confront this. It won't go away, but they try to cover it up, all up, calling it CRT, erasing our bloody history to reinforce white supremacy, a nightmarish fascist fantasy. Don't tell me I'm overreacting now. By inaction and silence, we will allow theocracy to rise in the USA. American apartheid, here to stay. Freedom, a dream denied. Where were you when democracy died? And my second piece is called Welcome to Dystopia. Welcome to Dystopia. Idiocracy gone to hell in A Handmaid's Tale, like a remixed 1980 floor show. Their brave new world's really a plague-ridden medieval times. People playing war games when, strange game, the only winning move is not to play. Blade runners terminating skin jobs. Road warriors beyond Thunderdome. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. The other guy's soylent green. It's people! It's people! But I'm gonna bust out the Matrix, cause I see there is no spoon. The God Emperor of Dune. I make like Omega Man and kill some zombies before Skynet unleashes the Terminators. You are number 5. I am not a number, I am a free man. You are number 5. I am not a number, I am a free man. Ha 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 ha. The prisoner imagines the cell. The jury has sent him to hell. His 6x8 slice of dystopia within a dystopia, America's prison industrial cornucopia. Complex but as simple as a slave plantation. 2 million people in incarceration. The US, the world leader in prison population. Domestic infant supplier exploitation. Penny wise but pound foolish. We're Gacy clown ghoulish. That's it. We're like Bozo the Clown Foolish. 698 Americans out of 100,000 are behind bars. China's only got 121 per 100,000. Home of the free, ours? Pardon the prisoners of the drug war fought in error. Bring healing to communities where once there was terror. We built our society on a broken foundation. White supremacy and guns are the seeds of our damnation. Guns have turned Americans into prisoners of unconscience. Afraid at school, afraid in the grocery, afraid you'll be the next Walmarter. Shot, live streamed, and accompanied by a racist manifesto Kickstarter. Tucker Carlson paraphrased by the incel loser who has taken society's abuse and is now the abuser. The abused is now the abuser. Thank you.
Come on, Gustav. Y'all open up your mics and show some love. I love your theatrics, man. You bring the theater to your
Vegas!
performance
Gustav!
every time.
Hey, hey, hey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Woo!
You make it sound so good.
And not to mention so much truth that was built in there,
Yes.
as always, man. You know, thank you for always dealing with the facts and bringing it forward. And make sure you go back and check the chat. There's some love in there for you, my brother. Y'all give it up for my man Dominguez one more time. And while we doing so, y'all forgive me. This is the order that I'm calling it. It's the order that I'm seeing everybody on my screen. So there's no favoritism being shown or no way I'm not jumping around. It's just the way I view it. The next person I see lined up, I'm gonna bring them in, and we just gonna keep the energy flowing. So with that being said, y'all open up your hearts and y'all mics and let's show some love to my brother DP Mays.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Okay, new shit. Let's have some fun. All right. If the pages of history are believed to have some of its pages stuck together, then I am more than thoroughly convinced that common sense is also flat broke. Amen. While I'm at customer service is as cliche as deep blue sea, wild blue yonder, and the customer is always right, no, wrong. If you're old school, then you understand the pre-grocery store shopping speech of, look, don't go into the store and embarrass me by throwing a temper tantrum, cause I will spank your ass in public. That ass in public. Amen. If you as an adult still believe that getting angry at some customer service rep to get your way by raising your voice to a level way above business atmosphere loud, you need to whip your own ass for throwing temper tantrums in public. You're a grown ass man or woman, and for God's sake, you should truly know better. Amen. There is no way possible that the fact that you've been paying your bill for X amount of years grants you the right for some said company to give you something expensive in the market for free 99. Insert dream here. Phone rings. Hello? Hi. You've been paying my car insurance for the last 12 years, correct? Yes, sir, you have. Exactly. I think your company owes me a brand new Mercedes for being such a faithful and loyal customer. Dial tone, insert rant back into here. If you believe that the 11th missing commandment from the Bible went something like, thou shalt always knoweth that the customer is always right, then amen. A woman, please continue believing that Santa Claus is responsible for all those expensive ass gifts your children keep receiving on Jesus's birthday. Pretty please, while I'm at it, I am not so broke to bond my own common sense into believing that because you're a customer, you can convince some employee that water isn't wet, the sky isn't blue, and a handful of temper tantrums can actually fill up a hand quicker than some down home, honest, real life bullshit ever could. Amen. Hallelujah. P.S. You should really know better. P.S.S. You should whip your own ass. Peace.
I love
something new. And one more that I've grown accustomed to. I think they're gonna go in my new chat book. Something fun. If poverty were to pull its zipper down, what would be the first thing it pisses on? If privilege were to pull its zipper down, what would be the first thing it has always pissed on? I fear, as humans, our self-awareness should be top priority on everyone's donors list. It's in need of a heart transplant in some third world countries, in need of a brain transplant in some school curriculums, and strange enough, self-awareness is truly dying for religion just to give itself a fucking break or two. I'm not a glass half empty person, nor am I a shot glass half full. I'm a person that can look out over the horizon and recognize sunrises as sunsets and sunsets as sunrises and rainy weather to be depressing if you like it to be, and nurturing like it also is as well. Most days, y'all, I feel like I'm running circles around, feeling stupid, attempting to fit my circular motion into someone else's square box. We, as a human condition, are in need of a self-awareness intervention program and a brain biopsy. I swear, we have come so far, and yet seem to have never really left our front yards at all. We have genetically created seeds that possess suicide genes in them, so that a farmer's crop can only be harvested once. Buy more seeds that are designed to kill themselves seems like, unless like we're truly a world that possesses all of the tools needed to take care of itself, and more, like money can always buy you survival if needed. That is, if our market economy's crashing credit score can really afford it. Idealism, surrealism, and what the dealism are bullying the fuck out of a kid called reality. And it seems like all of the responsible adults aren't doing shit but looking. Believe me, my own self-awareness is completely cognizant of pointing the finger and how it always leaves three fingers from the same hand pointing back at you. But god damn, I can't be the only one seeing that there's something seriously wrong out there. I can't be the only other injury in the emergency room asking another fracture if there's anything I can do to help, or how long have you been waiting to be seen, or at least have someone come out to take your vitals yet. I truly believe our self-awareness needs to be moved to the top of everyone's donors list. Surplus, abundance, and deficit are twin brothers that never got the fuck along. But a village that's raising a child should do more than just accept that they may always argue and do something more productive, and at least not let them be seen arguing in front of our future. I mean, our children. I mean, if our children are our future, we are all really doing shitty jobs of letting our bureaucracy babysit their present. Man can put man on the moon, but can't figure out how to put updated textbooks in every middle and high schooler's hands. And I am sincerely, seriously, and utterly disturbed by this fact. There is no excuse for ignorance throwing private parties at our kids' expenses. No reason to not make sound when asked a direct question, to be able to predict with such accuracy, right? A passing Halley's Comet's visibility every 75 to 76 years, but somehow not being able to predict with our own toilet piss on seat accuracy what it's doing to our own autobiographical assassination attempts on being content. It's not only egregious, it's never mine. It's not my problem. It's really not my fucking problem. And hell yeah, it might not be an easy solution, but love never claimed easy as something it has always and forever been. But we be damned if we've known not love to always be a whiz kid of an answer. I'm CP Mays. I'm concrete. I'm a stargazer at the same time. Somebody has to be. Thank y'all for your time.
Come on now, y'all open up your mics and show some love.
Fucking Mays! Please,
CP.
yeah,
Wow.
Whoa.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Always.
CP.
Yeah,
You
wow.
go,
Amazing.
brother. You
Always.
go.
Thank
Go.
you. Yeah,
Go. Go.
appreciate y'all. Appreciate it.
Both pieces was crazy and brilliant. You have a lot of love in the chat. Matter of fact, I think that performance was worthy of a donation. Y'all please pass the collection plate around and let's show some love to our sister, Jane. Um, please make a donation. Excuse me for Brandy Lane. I said Jane. Smack the shit out of me. Hey, y'all get the picture. Let's show some love to Brandy Lane. Please.
Please do.
You
please
can call
do,
me
please
Jane
do.
if you're giving me money. I don't care. No. I'm just kidding.
Nah, I still look. You know what they it's John and Jane Doe. So I will never call you Jane because we know who you are. So let's make sure we give that love where it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, CP, for them powerful performance. Powerful performance. Family, let's be family tonight and keep each other lifted. Make sure you go back and look in the chat and see that love and support that's been put in there for you. All right. With that being said, let's keep that energy going. Y'all show some love for CP Mays one more time. And while y'all loving on our brother CP, open up
Woohoo!
your hearts and your mics and let's show some love for Kaze Kaz.
Kaze!
You, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? I hope everybody is good. All right. So what I haven't even decided exactly what this. I have a couple new things that I just finished recently. So I'm gonna try this one out. So bear with me, please. This one is titled Today. I'm curious as to why we were born to say goodbye. Perhaps that's the reason for a newborn's cry. Every day we live within a bureaucratic lie while minds are being laundered and then hung out to dry. Society itself amplifies my rage. I shall not forever be locked up in this cage. The stage is set for me to wage war now, simply for trying to stay true to my vows of light. But tell me how? It's us against them. There's only so much that could be done with a pen. The essence of truth is being truly undermined. The reason why the blind be leading the blind. Stop, freeze, get down on your knees. But I'm begging you, please, I got a family that's depending on me. Drop the gun. What do you mean? I said drop the gun, but I'm clean. Shots fired by the very cops who were hired to keep the peace they supposedly protect, serving the public nothing but some broken noses and necks, casually leaving calamities, casualties, and convoluted rhapsodies of tragedies and travesties, burning us to the third degree of plausible perjury and philosophical burglary, feeding the ferociously frantic frenzy of racially fueled fires sparked by incendiary badges in blue that rather bully, beat, batter, and bruise than trying to reach or teach a truly torn, tattered, and doomed. But if it never rained, how would flowers ever bloom on this dastardly plain being devoured and consumed by the never-ending powers of these cowardly baboons, empowering nothing but clownish buffoons who stand before us to ignore us while deploring whole entire platoons? I'm assuming their desire is to bomb and kaboom the sky, planet, stars, sun, and the moon, ponds and lagoons, even if it's a just married bride and a groom, leaving them stranded helplessly like on an island marooned. Not even the holy matrimony's vows are immune to the potency of the violence with the foulest of fumes that silently wound, demolishing wombs, enlarging our tombs for our promising doom on this sunny afternoon. For the spoils, ill-gotten by holding the devil's hand, making sweet-sounding rose-petaled plans for overtaking foreign soils and sands, simply to boldly scam a poor little family out of their gold and land. But it's time for us to take an even bolder stand and get our asses off our shoulders and look inside the heart and hearts and souls of man, because I'm cold. Plus, I'm getting older, and I thought I already told you. Damn. Thank you. All right, that's that one. Let me get a sip of water real quick. I'm sorry, real quick. Forgive me, forgive me. Whew, all right. This one is actually a new one also. So bear with me. This is titled Idiomatic. Allow me to reintroduce myself, Kazi Kaz, C to the OZ. If you prefer, you can refer to me as Cozy. But for 77 years, I faced the scorn fears of my 47 forsaken tears. But I was born in 74 on platform frontiers with polyester storefront gear, without 99 bottles of store-bought beer on the wall, during alcohol's last call, which y'all should have heard after lending me y'all's ears. Shit, maybe I drank them all. Well, that's neither there, near, anywhere, nor here. But if the door is ajar, twist the lid off the hinges and walk through the glassy prisms of the opportunity that's knocking. Don't ditch the ding-dong to which you should be singing along instead of mocking. But at least wait until it's done rocking, because never-ending wisdom is forever limited by the eternally finite minds of infinitely small mentalities. Like the peaked valleys of death's shadows, which never seem to rest on the crest of the shallows, but in the profound chasms of the abyss, sinking to depths which always held their breaths whenever they kissed. I remember things like intelligence not having to be missed. But by the time I get to the end of this verse of mine, I hope to have remembered having had reversed the time several times, back to the forward progress of Nostradamus' ability to see the future in the past of our present memory. Remembering to remind rekindled reminiscings of kissing the tips of lips which have gone missing on love's sinking ships lost at sea. And if you happen to see Argentina, please tell her to cry for me. Because I'm tired of trying to find the time to find the fine line to define the right time to start crying for myself, which I find is quite good for my health. So allow me to help by conjugating the subjugations, constantly contemplating coming up with more consternated complications for the consecrated conversations of our conflagrated compensations. I'm under no obligation to offer any form of formal consolation to any form of congregation. I'm not feeling sorry for pity's party, because that's how the cookie crumbles when the ball bounces every once in the blue moon. But if you're gonna cry over spilled milk from but if you're gonna cry over spilled milk from your silver spoon, you're barking up the wrong tree. So don't beat around the bush because the ball is in your court before you start to woe is me. Use your cold feet to break the ice and bite the bullet through your thick and thin skin of your teeth, which costs less than an arm and leg. So don't drop the ball and go down in flames for spilling the beans like a piece of cake, because I'm gonna hit the sack while under the weather so I can see eye to eye with this blessing in disguise and call it a day. So break a leg. Thank you.
Hell yeah, Kazi!
Damn,
Yeah.
man.
Damn.
Mastery.
Yeah.
Mastery.
Thank
Probably
you
need
have.
another drink after that, bro. You
You
know,
deserve it.
Yeah, you're very expressive in
awesome.
your work as well. A lot of energy poured into it, and stacks on stacks when it comes to your delivery, and metaphors, bro. Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you. Mwah. Thank you so much, man. Thank y'all, man.
And
I'm
big
losing my
love, you know.
voice. Losing my voice. I don't know if y'all could tell.
Well, when you're putting out that much energy, and then you're doing it sitting down. See, when we give off that kind of energy, it's best when we stand up because it comes from the gut. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Let me
maybe in the
realize.
future, when you
Yes,
know
you're
you're
right.
putting it out like that and you're giving up so much of yourself, you know, you got to give it room to travel.
Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely 100% right. Yes, I
Yeah.
recently realized that, actually. Yes.
Man,
Thank you.
big love though, bro. You be doing it. You on your game. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Word
And
up.
make sure you go back in that chat, man. It's love in there for you. You know,
All right. Yes, most definitely. Thank you, man. Thank you all, man.
that's
Appreciate it.
what's up. Yeah, and let's keep that energy going. Y'all don't forget. Make sure you put something in there. Drop a little something in that chat. Drop a little something in Brandy Lane's GoFundMe if possible. Let's make sure we keeping each other up. Brandy, please post it again because it could get lost in the travel of so much expression. Okay, so don't be shy. We here to help any way we can, and y'all make sure y'all do so. Keep that energy going, though. I love the love that's always in this room. Y'all presence is everything. So I'm truly grateful to have y'all as family. With that being said, y'all show some love to our brother Kazi Kaz one more time.
Woo! Kazi! Yeah.
And while y'all loving on Kazi, open up your hearts and mics and show some love to my food dog, the amazing Nemo Soon.
Nemo! Yeah.
Nemo.
Mo.
Yeah.
Hello,
Uh-oh.
everyone. It's
Nemo
so
got
good to
on
be here.
glasses tonight.
Yeah, I finally went to the eye doctor after many, many years, and apparently I'm blind, so suddenly I can see again. Okay. I have I have two microtriptychs, but it's really a sequence of 6 micropoems. But I won't be here on very long. All right, here we go. Your words give my mind harpies the purchase they've been waiting for. Landing amongst the details of your concerns, they sneer and taunt and bare their bloody bosoms. Do you ever have a day where you don't want to be awake, but staying in bed means more nightmares? Do you ever get up to find depression waiting in the hallway in all her splendor? Do you ever feel like you're trapped in a glass box and you can't touch anything? Everything is separated from you by a cool, lifeless pain. Do you ever get to the point where you haven't eaten because that would require making a decision? And that's too much to ask right now. Do you ever believe that everyone is upset and disappointed in you? You've used up the last of your friends' goodwill and support, and now you truly are alone. Do you ever sense that your messages aren't getting through? Your words wasted, sent into the empty? Do you ever feel sad and the only reason is that your mood has decided to fuck with you today? Do you ever want to scream? Do you ever need to cry? Do you ever have one of those days? The mind harpies dance and frenzy, waggling their tails, pointing to something pure, to be spoiled and defiled, a place to descend, to perch, to tear the flesh of memory. I'm going to put my heart right here on this table where you can see it, feel it, put your fingers in the holes in it. Why not cut it down the middle? I'll hold the knife, though my hands may shake. We can tear it apart together. I'll help. Act now because I'm gone tomorrow. And I'm taking what's left of this heart when I go. Sometimes they whisper, and sometimes they get up right in my face. Their spit burns on my skin, and their breath smells like shame. Tearing tissue with razor talons, they sever the arteries that feed the part of me where hope still lives. My heart is held together with plaster, tape, and wire, bound by little bits of hope. If you listen closely, you can still hear it beating. Thank you.
Shit, Nemo. Act now because I'm taking what's left of this heart with me. Well, please make sure y'all muted while I know sometimes it's an accident. You hit that button when you're trying to put something in the chat, but please let's do our best to stay muted so that the artwork is expressed in its entirety and clarity. Yeah, but Nemo, that last piece was oof. The surrender of your heart, and just to think that, you know, I'm taking it out, put it on the table, put your hands through it. I even help you hold the blade so you can cut it open, but take all that you want of it, because I'm leaving with the rest of it in the morning. It's just fucking mind blowing, bro. Just mind blowing. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Y'all show some love to our brother Nemo one more time. Make sure you go and check the chat, Nemo. There's plenty of love sitting in there waiting for you. Powerful read, powerful. While y'all loving on Nemo, let's keep that energy going. Let's make sure that we donating and showing some love to our friend and our family, the amazing Brandy. And while we doing that, let's open up our hearts and our mics and show some love to Marianne Peterson.
Marianne, yeah.
Marianne, woohoo!
Yeah.
Okay, this one is called Singlehood. I just wrote on the 16th of this month. It just popped into my head last night. Singlehood is not for me. I was too lonely when I had nobody. I was doing terrible on my own emotionally. I felt so depressed when I was single. I'm glad that I found somebody who loves me for me. I found somebody who does not hit me. I found somebody who does not yell constantly at me. I found somebody I am happy with finally. We have been together for over 10 years now, minus the breakups in between. We have stayed together since. I'm happy finally with my life. That's it for that one. And then the next one I'll do is called Survived. I wrote this on the 12th of this month, day before my birthday. I survived lots of things. I survived domestic violence. I survived being bullied. I survived. That's it for that one. And then the last one I'll do is called Putting the Word Out. I wrote also on the 12th of this month. I'm putting the word out about the bad in the world. I'm putting the word out about mass shootings that should not be allowed to happen. I'm putting the word out about domestic violence. I'm putting the word out about sexual assault. I'm putting the word out about suicide. I'll put the word out through my writings. Hope I can help somebody else by putting the word out. That's it for that one.
Well, you finished, Marianne?
Yeah, that was the third one, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I never know when you're quite done. You know, your pieces are so sharp and to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all show some love for Marianne Peterson, please.
Marianne, yeah.
Marianne. Awesome, man. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful.
Outstanding.
Thanks.
Again, let's make sure that we're being diligent about keeping our mics muted during the performance, during the read share, however you want to receive that. And forgive me if the order is kind of jumping around on your side of things. I'm just calling them as I see them at the top of my page with their hand raised, so I don't have anybody written down in any specific way. But I will say this: if you are if you've been in the room for a while and you do have to leave, I'll make sure that you get up. So don't be afraid to hit me on the back DM message and say, hey, I may have to cut out. Do you mind if I go up? And I'll make sure I get you up, okay? Let's not take advantage of that and just jump ourselves in front of everyone just because you want to be heard. Everybody's going to be heard. I promise you, I'm here for the whole ride. With that being said, please tap into the GoFundMe. Let's support our family. The amazing Brandy. The GoFundMe is in the chat. If you have it in your heart and in your wallet, please do so. With that being said, let's show some love one more time to Marianne Peterson. And while we loving on Marianne, let's open our hearts and our mics and show some love to the Whisper Poet.
Whisper Poet, yeah. Woo-hoo.
Whisper.
Yeah.
Woo.
everybody tonight. So I am going to read 2 erotic poems to y'all. I have finally decided that my first book is going to be mixed erotic prose and poetry. So I have 2 new ones that I have written for that purpose. So yes, Magus, I'm flipping pages. This first one is called Loved by the Sun. The bud, so tender, turns its delicate petals towards the sun. Such eager flesh to soak up the joyful rays. The sun can no more restrain its exuberance than the moon can shine alone. And the sun's bliss is the bud's ecstasy. Sinuous stalk arises, replete, and the bud blooms to blossom. Lush and fragrant and loved by the sun, she dances for him, her petals unfurled for his pleasure and her delight. Boom. All right, this next one is called Man Shopping. I love to shop. I love to browse among the racks, hunting for bargains and treasures, and new things and old things, things that make my eyes pop with excitement. And I wonder, what if I could shop for a man? I need one for a cocktail party. My heels and a little black dress require a suave and sexy James Bond type with manicured nails, satin lapels on his tux, warm hand, small of my back, firm lips, and a tongue of good bourbon. I'll find him at the fancy boutique on Main Street, and I will pay full price. Now, at the Saturday night honky tonk, it'd be tight jeans and boots. Big boots. Big boots that make my imagination dance as he takes my hand and presses those boots between my feet to guide me quick, quick, slow, slow. Making my breath come fast when I grab that ass and taste the tequila on his tongue, breeze through the Western store, sop him up like a biscuit. I tried him on for size in the fitting room, and oh, mama, save me from sin, he fit me right. Now, my coworker is a different kind of man over there in his office chair with his wavy black hair and Brooks Brothers lust. He's cute and sweet, so shy and polite. I wonder if there's a lion under that 17.5-inch neck and unstylish tie. I think I'm going to try to find out. Now, I'm an asshole to say this, but the blind date guy, we have nothing in common. My best friend's boyfriend knows him from Best Buy. He has the sex appeal of a sweet potato. I'm sorry, doll. You're just not singing my song. But 2 doors down is the leather shop, and the man in there could make your granny's panties drop. His eyes grab my hair, and his smile pulls my head back for the brush of his fingertips against my exposed throat. Oh, damn. I hope he's as good with his leather as he is with his hands. Teeth marks in my breast. I want to house arrest him in my bed, slide my lace down my thighs, and make my backside red. Ooh, my bed's full of bags for my little stroll down Rodeo Drive. That only one survived my 8 seconds of febrile female fury. He's a bargain at any price as he steps up to give me everything. And I've earned enough points on my credit card to pay for the honeymoon. Whisper. Is it bad to laugh at your own jokes?
No,
Not at
That's
all,
funny.
because I feel like if you don't find them funny, why should anyone else? But you definitely choosing tonight,
Exactly.
you know.
Wow.
Phoebe Hot, yeah.
Need a
Very
cold
well
shot.
played.
I need a
Yeah.
shot.
That's really
Cold-
amazing.
Woo!
I hope no one is offended by my objectification of the male sex. I mean, women get objectified all the time. I figured I would take some liberties.
Look, you choosing tonight. I ain't mad at you. Grab that ass.
Outta
You know,
here.
sometimes an ass need to be grabbed. So, you know, do what you got to do.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
Man, big love. You know, make sure you go back and check the feed. You got some love in there. Y'all make sure y'all show some love to the Whisper Poet.
Yeah, Whisper. Woo! That was hot.
Whisper.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, definitely. I'm loving the energy in this room. And I'm gonna do this all night because I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Let's make sure that we keeping each other up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not checking nobody. This ain't no G check. But again, this could be you at some point needing some help. So if there's anything you can give, it's no number that's too small. You never know the difference that you can make until you make an attempt to be a difference. So let's make sure that we showing some love to our sister Brandy, please. With that being said, let's keep this energy flowing. Y'all show some love for the next poet I have is the first time I believe I have you in this room, my brother. It's an honor to have you, and I can't wait to hear from you. Y'all show some love to Mr. Jacob Moses.
Woohoo!
Welcome, Jacob. Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Got some new shit. Y'all don't have to say it out loud. Y'all can say it in the chat. It's all good. So this poem is one of the most recent ones that I've written. It's called In Your Confusion. Please don't hurt yourself in your confusion. Don't want to incur a mass contusion. Recently, I came to the conclusion harmony was never a solution. Further realize this institution, just a propaganda-laced infusion. Liberty and justice, both illusion, might not live to see a revolution. Prejudice and law create collusion, brewing since the dawn of evolution. World is now in cosmic destitution, humankind infected by delusion. That's one. Next one I'm going to do is a dedication to New York City. Just a propaganda-laced infusion. Yes. So this one is called Two Paths. Metro. All about the subway. Y'all gonna get a crash course if you're not from New York. This is a Brooklyn-bound F local train. The next stop is West 4th Street, Washington Square. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Bing bong. 16 stops between 14th Street and Ditmas Avenue. Is it a coincidence that the 14th Street station on 6th Avenue showcases the letters FML, proving also that fuckery is as easy as 1, 2, 3. It reminds me of how Delancey Street, Essex Street prominently features my initials JMF with the occasional ability to catch Z's. Every subway ride has a story. Mine is a track with two paths, empath and sociopath. Two distinct personalities ride on opposite sides of a mind going off the rails. They make me wonder if I'll ever take the B to Brighton Beach on a whim, just to be somewhere far the fuck away from Staten Island even for an hour. Or whether I'll bypass Ditmas on the F and find Coney Island in places far more sophisticated than my hyperactive mind. Or whether catching a Manhattan-bound Q at Sheepshead Bay lets me find words with an alphanumeric avenue scattered through Midwood. Or whether I will still be embraced by the R, whether bound for Metro Tech or Union Square. Or whether the first 5 cars on the 1 would trap me in a maze of dyscalculia, or whether I would take the 7 somewhere other than Main Street and Roosevelt Avenue, or whether I would take the 6 and travel back to City Island in the Bronx, or whether the L will connect me to my favorite artist congregations of Brooklyn, Williamsburg, Greenpoint, Bushwick, Park Slope, or whether I would have taken that job requiring me to take the R to the A to the G to Brooklyn Navy Yard, or whether I'll ever see a dinosaur skeleton after a long ride on the sea, or whether I'll once again take the D to Central Park, or whether I'll visit Briarwood taking the E from Ground Zero like my mother and father once before, or whether Bay Ridge still welcomes me after a long ride on the N, or whether I'll ever see controversial art exhibits getting off the 2 or 3 at the Brooklyn Museum, or whether Bowling Green Station will make me feel less claustrophobic before I catch the 4 or 5, or whether the W is the best train to take after leaving South Ferry, or whether I take the M to Forest Hills only to get off at Jackson Heights. I'm still asleep when the Z runs. It's still a mystery if I ever rode any of the shuttles. Subways are transitions which alter consciousness with every transfer. Lines come full circle and there are diamonds buried within round trips, just as I've experienced and experimented with altering my state of mind with plants and fungi containing rainbows, such has been the case with the subway. This poem is an alchemy of adversity expressed in verses I will cross-reference in MLA 8th edition some other time. I am actively taking my trauma and transmuting it into precious memories. I am finally in a place where I am affirmed the love between me and New York is one that is mutual. And whether or not the alphanumeric spotlights come in various colors, I am hoping that my role as a gray wizard isn't a haze for rays. And though I was diagnosed as bipolar, I am grateful to exist between dichotomies. Baruch Hashem and Haga, I am grateful. Allow me to reach a middle path and let me continue to infuse justice in the words I continue to express. May my split personalities merge in a place where I can explore myself with a split infinitive to boldly go anywhere I can find peace. Thank you.
Thank you. Being a Brooklynite, from East New York, Brooklyn, you definitely took me back, taking all of those train routes and expressing the sights that there are to see, and the history that is there in New York. So thank you for sharing that, brother. Thank you.
Thank you for the praise. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you being here. Make this your home. We're here every Wednesday night at 9 p.m.
100%
until. All right. Y'all show some love to our brother Jacob Moses.
Yeah. Welcome.
Woohoo! Thank you,
Glad you're
Jake.
here.
That's what's up. And make sure you go and look in the chat. There's love in the chat. There's always love in the chat. That's one big thing that I appreciate you all not being shy with hugging on one another. All right, making everybody feel at home. Let's keep that energy going. Y'all show some love to the amazing Shy High.
Hello, everyone.
Did I say your name right, Queen?
Yes, Shy. That's it, Shy.
Awesome. I'm so
It's
glad
exactly
that
the way you said, Shy. Hi.
hey, I love it. I love it. I love it when I get it
I
right.
love it.
This piece is called Reminiscing. It's a very old piece back when we all came onto the scene of poetry online. It's called Reminiscing. As we're walking down Lake Charles, listening to the Louisiana jazz greats, trombone shorty, Louis Satchmo Armstrong, and the legends, your scent is like walking into a fresh summer's bath in the backwoods of the Louisiana bayou. The sweet smell of gumbo from Cousin Josephine's kitchen, while customers would get a free sample, teasingly passes my direction as we're holding hands. I smile, reminiscing of you, lifting me off my feet up into your masculine arms. I gaze at the sexiest way the white of your teeth brings the pride and joy of the smile at the smile and the crowd that can make a crowd at the Saints game think they've won before the game ever began. You're such a rare gentleman and fine piece of art. Look at you with your seersucker powder blue shirt, open for the cool summer's breeze of the bayous and lakes, sleeves and khakis rolled up your arms and legs, just enough to walk through the scenic prairie byways. The look on your face that you give me can melt my heart, which renders my surrendering every moment of me to you. As we kiss, you held my chin as delicately, tenderly, leaving me with a sweet, erotic, heart-pounding daydreaming of a moment to be imagined for our next sentimental journey. You open up the door to your Maserati MC 29 convertible. That automobile still speaks passionate memories of us. You walk around the back, flirtatiously touching the curves of the vehicle, never taking your dreamy bedroom eyes off me. As I open the driver's side door, your eyes fall upon my bosom from leaning too far over, releasing the door handle. I smile as we drive away. You take my left hand ever so gently, caressing it, glancing at the 3-carat diamond ring given to you by your mother for your bride-to-be, who became me. You pull me closer to you while we ride with anticipation of love pondering inside my heart of our trip to the next destination. That's that poem. That's it.
Fellas, the ladies is choosing tonight. Y'all better step y'all game up. These ladies ain't playing with y'all.
Yeah.
You know, there's booties being exposed, there's bosoms being peeked at. Y'all better step y'all game up. They ain't playing with y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Thank you, Shahai, for coming in and sharing with us tonight. And make sure you come back and visit us. Was this your first time coming on Who Naked up in here?
Yes, it was my first time being here since 2021.
You know what? I'm so glad that you came through tonight. Thank you for coming back, and we look forward to seeing you more often.
Thank you. I'm trying to pick up better myself. I'm listening to everyone on different shows, and I know everybody don't want to. I don't like texting. I like to hear it. I can say it faster by calling or talking, but it's a lot of people that's busy and I can't get in touch with anybody. So, everybody's busy. I don't know. Just reach out, whoever can help me out. Thank you.
And that's the key to it, is really, you don't know until you make the attempt. You don't really realize who has time for you until you ask for it or you extend your time. It's there. This community is huge, and the hearts of us are huge. So again, just you gotta be brave sometimes. You feel uneasy when you're asking for any kind of help. I know myself, I don't like asking for help. I got a stubbornness about me. And in that, it only slows you down from where God wants you to go. We gotta be brave, and we gotta be honest with each other, honest with ourselves first, that we can use some assistance. You know what I'm saying? And, we'll get where we're supposed to go, because again, this community is huge, and we have a lot of beautiful spirits that's roaming amongst us. So let's just stay connected, beyond these screens. I think that's the key, is to stay connected beyond the screen, and that's how you truly become family. We're not just artists, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So let's just keep loving on each other. Y'all show some love again to Shahai.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
That's what I'm talking about. This room is beautiful. I appreciate you all for being here. And don't forget what we're doing tonight. We're raising funds to help our community. Go hit the GoFundMe, look into the chat. It's been posted several times. Nothing's too small, nothing's too big. Whatever your heart can handle, please, don't be shy. With that being said, let's keep that energy going and show some love for our next poet, the amazing Black Silver 47.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, good, good, good. All right, I got two pieces. The first piece is called Winter Hunt Part 2, and the second piece is called Face Off. So I chose the first piece because it's winter, and this piece is about winter. So here we go. Winter Hunt Part 2. Here we go. A dozen white roses, symbols of affection, foreplay before fornication at midnight. 12 white snowflakes. Kids play snow angel while demons hibernate for Christmas. 12 wishes, 12 gifts. Santa's checking his list for the winter hunt. This is a midnight hunt, and we're burning the midnight wood to keep warm during the winter hunt. It's too cold outside to smoke. We pack a lip of winter green by the fireplace. Pouches or long cut. Candy canes long enough to use as walking sticks. Coffee or hot chocolate. Cloudy skies. No warning signs like black ice. Nobody ever dies, but there is graveyard cement for unwanted Christmas gifts. I shouldn't do this. Sip liquor, blood thinner, it's cold as on the rocks. Rock back and forth by the fireplace, listening to punk rock, rocking my head back and forth to the rhythm of the winter hunt. Layer up. It's gonna be a cold one, colder than the last. May the winter bring you what you never had. What you seek is under the tree. Unleash your wildest dreams. Mermaids sing under frozen seas. Arctic werewolves howl below Labradorite clouds. Santa tells you he's proud, and unicorns. Well, I think it's time you know. Unicorns aren't real. I'm so sorry. But Santa will get you a horse for Christmas if you're good for the winter hunt. So that was Winter Hunt Part 2. It's Part 2 because I wrote another piece about the winter before it. But yeah. So I wanted to do that piece in honor of the winter. And the second piece is called Face Off. Here we go. So fake, it's modern art. So cliche, it's the perfect one. Don't say it, sign it in blood. Don't run, settle the score. No takers for the truth. Don't say I didn't warn you. Go back to the oldest book. In the back, it will tell you the truth will not be found on the back of a woman. The truth will not come from the back of a slave. The truth will not be found in the back of a cave. The truth has always been staring you in the face. And those are my poems. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for joining us again, brother. Haven't seen you in quite a while, so it's good to have you back in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Silver.
Right on.
Glad you're here.
Awesome. That was dope, man.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the key. Keeping each other up and keep showing that love. Black Silver, make sure you go check the chat and receive the love that's left for you there as well, family.
Thank you.
Y'all open up y'all hearts and y'all mics and show some love to Black Silver 47 one more time.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Yeah, put your IG in the chat, please.
Yes, thank you for saying that. Anybody who has performed, I should have said this earlier. Anybody who has come up already, please put your IG handles in the chat, so that we can all stay connected. Some of us aren't friends on social media, so let's go ahead and bridge that gap and make sure that we staying family again beyond these screens. All right. With that being said, y'all open up your hearts and your mics. Let's show some love to my brother Victor. Victor, I don't know how to say your last name. I don't want to get that wrong.
That's okay. You can call me Italo.
Italo, that's you?
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you for coming tonight, brother. Thank you for coming tonight. This is some good peoples right here, man. Y'all gonna enjoy his work as well.
Yeah, now
Good
now
to
you
see
know
you.
my legal name.
Yeah, well, I'm still gonna call you Italo. You know what I'm saying? Then I know who you are.
I appreciate
Good
that.
having you.
Thanks for the invite. Thanks to Coach Smalls and yourself and everyone here. It has been amazing so far. I was here before, but you probably don't remember me because it was a different name. So the poem I want to read to you guys is called Under Pressure. And it goes like this. Utilities, bills, gas prices, traffic, mortgage, rent, groceries, farmers market, buy organic, clone meat. What? Obligations, doctor's visits, appointments to meet. Wait, no health insurance, no car insurance, no life insurance, no reassurance. To-do list. Do you write today? Do you drive there? What's the matter? Feeling under pressure? Do you check your blood pressure? Do you take your pills? Water boiling, kettle whistling. Do you RSVP? Coming for Christmas? Do you buy those last minute gifts? No money in the bank? Going insane, I think. Do you balance your checks? Are you having a mental break? Or are you having a mental breakdown? Good. Welcome to the Matrix. When you're as good as you can keep up. You thought life would be easy. You bought into Disney. Waiting on your happy ending. Wife, picket fence, a wife, and 1.5 kids. What's wrong? Do you need a fix? Therapy? Pills? Do you get your vaccines? Do you find your mask? What are you trying to hide? Do you forget how to smile? Did you exercise? Did you meditate? Did you purchase a shadow word journal yet? Do you read all those self-help books sitting on the shelf? Do you do the work? Do you know the secret? Do you stop eating meat? How many decisions can I meet? Did you vote? Do you do your research though? Wikipedia or Google? Because you can't quite trust CNN or Fox News. Wait, where do you get your news? Have you heard the good news? What good news? Have you invested in your future? 401k, mutual funds, crypto, savings? Smoke coming off the oven. Do you want a reading? Which set? Because I got several. Gemstones or herbal or spirit animal. Would you like to know what the cards have for you? Oh, good. You know the devil's in the cards. Have you found Jesus? Do you remember how to breathe? Do you do any self-care today? Are you still treated like a teenager? Are you married or single? Why not? When are you getting married? You're so handsome though. Are you toxic? Oh, a poet. Well, poetry doesn't pay the bills. No, really, what do you do? Like for a living? Do you see the past due notice? Do you see the eviction notice at the door? All the stuff is in the boxes. I don't know where your stuff went. They waited until we were not home. I don't know where your toys went. Are you having a mental breakdown? How do you think I feel? Leave the past in the past. It doesn't serve you. They don't deserve you. Who blocked you? Why? What did you do? Are you feeling pressure? Are you feeling stressed? How? You're single with no kids. If you had kids, you can relate. How can you comprehend? How can you understand? Why so quiet? Cock out your tongue? Where are you going? Why you left me? Whatever did I do to you? There was only one time. You're my son. I don't need a man. Feeling pressure? Well, try giving birth. Feeling sick? You're so sensitive. Gosh, I was just kidding. All I want is for you to be happy. If you're happy, I'm happy. Except I'll never be happy, so you can't be happy unless I'm happy. Boundaries? What are those? Did you decorate for the holidays? Christmas around the corner. Why don't you come around? I'm getting old. I'm fragile. Can you help me to the door? Ding, 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 ding. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. I'm done. I'm not a doormat. I'm not your counselor. I'm not your confidant. I'm not your man. I'm your son. You know what? I can't deal with you right now. So I will find something to do. I'm quite exhausted. I'm almost through. Give me a sign. Are you there? God? Hello? Anyone home? That's poem. Sorry if I gave you blood pressure.
Wow, it's a little and perfect ending to express that, because there's so much, but the thing is, when you're communicating with God is what are you listening for? Are you hearing, you know, what is being said to you? You know what I'm saying? The messages. A lot of times that we answer our own questions the moment we put it out there. And that's where the healing begins. You know what I'm saying? With expression, with opening up and saying it out loud. You know what I'm saying? The more we compress, the deeper the depression. But when you say it out and you get it into out, it has to vibrate through. Sometimes you have to scream. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to scream. It's when you keep it in, you can have a heart attack, pressure bust pipes.
Well, that happened to me. I kind of kept all of these thoughts for a long time and I couldn't express them until I found poetry and I started going to open mics and started expressing myself. But back in the days, I was very, I kept it all inside. So that gave me high blood pressure and that gave me anxiety attacks and that gave me all this stuff, that stress, So yeah, that piece gives me stress. It's very stressful to read it because it's reminding me like where I used to be, a few years ago. So yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Find freedom.
I wanted to actually.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to tell you to find freedom in that message and know that you're helping others when you express that. Well, go ahead and speak to who you was ready to speak to.
I just wanted to say I'm just going to share that one piece, but I did want to let you guys know that I'm part of a team called Theoria Entertainment, and we have an app called Theoria Radio. So we support independent artists, musicians, poets as well. So if you guys have any well, I know you have poetry, you guys, but if you want to submit the poetry to the app, we actually have a segment. It's on the app called Theoria Poetry. So if you guys have the MP3s of your pieces, we would love to have you on the app. And also, of course, if you guys have TikTok, I don't know if you guys do TikTok or not, but if you do TikTok, we actually have you guys come to the live and share your thoughts or your inspiration behind the pieces. And we like to put that in this segment as well. So that's it. Selfless plug there, but I'll give you guys more on the comments.
Thank you, Italo. Make sure that you put that in the chat. And TikTok has an amazing poetry community as well. You'll find some people that you haven't found in the IG world. So yeah, if you're not on that platform, I suggest that you poke around and get familiar with it. It's a lot of love out there waiting for you as well.
Yeah, it's not just for kids. We're not just dancing around in the living room with the underwear. We do more than that.
Well said.
Not
Well
there's
said.
anything wrong with that. I'm just saying.
And I did want to say this: when you talking to God, know that you're talking to and not at. You can never get the result with going at anything. You know, you go to God. You don't go at God. All right. Yeah.
Got it.
So language is very important. So be mindful of your choice of words because you program that in within yourself. Yeah.
Got it.
So, big love to the room. Y'all show Italo some love one more time, please.
Thank you, guys.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And while y'all loving on our family, Italo, make sure y'all open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to the other half of this presentation. The amazing Gifted.
Gifted. Yeah. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Hey.
All righty. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we can.
It's like some weird thing on the screen that's saying unmute to start speaking, but yeah, it's weird. Okay. Long as y'all can hear me. All right, I got some new shit. All right. I am going to try this out. I just want to see how it feels. So it's kind of some unfinished work that I been working on the last day or so. It's untitled. I never let the moon see me naked. Unmasked from the pretense of my altered reality, all of me, bent in and out of shape, unconscious erosion of myself. No one sees it. It's perfectly plated to your taste. Conditioned at a young age, smile even when it hurts. Don't tell. Sit at the little table. Only speak when spoken to. Perfectly plated state of mind. Caged from the natural pieces that fit together. Seeing that I too count. I never let the moon see me naked. Unfiltered is the conflict of rage, rubbing out that mold that they placed at our feet. How could I try to be unique? The audacity of such a flaw, going against the grain, easing off of the accelerator with one foot while pressing down on the clutch with the other, shifting gears can grind. I never let the moon see me naked, unafraid of my shine. I should. And one day, I just might. One day, I think I will. Work in progress. Naked is the new bear that's coming soon. That's that piece. All right. Oh, thank you, Teresa. All right, here's the second piece. It's called You Can't Save Them All. You can't save them all. Cape upon your back, legs stoically planted, fists on your imagination. Focus. But you can't save them all. Extend your hand and they have to take it. Lead them to the water and they'll have to drink it. Cop diem and recognize the hope in their own intentions of tomorrow's hope. You can't save them all. because not all of them want to be saved. Heads hanging low, pants hanging low, anger upon their back, rage, fear become the badge that they wear. Some will extinguish themselves. You can't save them all, but saving just one could change the world, at least from their view. So I'll keep laboring to save them all, just to save a few.
Woo-hoo! Yeah.
Gifted.
Yeah. Strong ending too.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Loved it.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to get that last line.
Thank
In there, save. What it says, son, saving just one changes the world. That's such a powerful line. I believe everybody has their own world that they're living in. You have a world of people that evolve around you and that you evolve around, which we call our circles, right? So when you affect one person, you change and you affect all those that they come interact. So that was a powerful line for me, which
Nice.
again brings me to tonight's theme. Let's make sure that we're supporting our sister again, Miss Brandy Lane, because if we can change her life, then we change her life, change the life of all those that are affected by her. Just keep that in mind as we move forward. Beautiful pieces tonight. I also liked You Can't Save Them All. Cake on Your Back Leg, Fist Upon Imagination. I just felt the superhero in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you. I've put the link for the GoFundMe in the chat again. And Teresa, which Barry are you talking about? Barry White? Which one of these is Barry White? She says she want to hear me and Barry together. Come on.
I'm talking about Barry White Reborn. That's Ja.
Oh, okay.
Okay. See,
I just wanted to make sure. All right.
He's earned
You
the
got
title with me. He's earned the title with me of Barry White Reborn with that sexy voice of his. And your sexy voice together, wow, that would be fire.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, shoot. All right. That's hot. That's hot. Thank you
That's
so much.
super dope.
Don't be starting nothing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
man.
starting something.
I love it. Bridge those gaps. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Us working together and growing together. You know, when you work with someone, you grow within yourself. You know, so that's super dope. Let's make sure we stay connected again. Let's show some love one more time to the amazing Gifted. While we loving on Gifted, let's show some love to our brother Jabmore Smalls.
Woohoo!
Yeah, coach.
Jabmore.
Not coach. This is John Moore Smalls. Now, and I bring my brother up. I'm gonna say coach, and coach is gonna come out first. Funny how their names are so familiar, though.
Oh, sorry.
No, because my brother's name is Ja Smalls, but we also have a Ja Moore Smalls amongst
Right?
us.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Ja Moore, you with us?
Yeah, right here.
Oh.
All right, let's go. Oh, this piece is entitled Not on My Level. And it goes like this. Don't compare me to anybody, especially to those who are my community. Some of you just ricochet thoughts without the thoughts of using me. Some of you claim to be sick, My words are my immunity. Poetry is my word and expression. My intention is to form a bond of unity. You think that you're better than me? I can kill you off in your sleep. You think that your poetry is deep when your expression and rhythm are weak. I know that some of you are cloud chasing. I'm done wasting. Some of your decision is rolled up with weed. Are you done with the followers? Are you taking care like a mother does? Do you like the page or share the pain and ask what the problem was? Fighting over Clubhouse like a young brother does. Some of you just go with the flow and forget about brother love. Some of you try to be lyrical, but you're drowning down in my swimming pool. If you think you're attacking my character, you're so wrong like my teachers in village school. Crazy people try to drag me down in their relationship. My mother raised me to be great, but not on prison food. I can make my own decision though. I don't copy written flow. I'm so divine and spiritual. God invite me inside his living room. When people talking ish and spread their gossip, lies are similar to disease, and we need to stop it. And that's the end of that first piece. All right. Second piece is entitled My Words Are Weapon. It's been a long time that I've did this one. Let's see how it goes. My poetry is trapped in a lyrical warfare. People are afraid of my expression, but my expression belongs here. My words are the weapon of choice. Let me measure my values so I could put my efforts in vaults. I seek pleasure, but my reference is moist. The harder I drive, I get some results. I don't try too hard, but I will fire off a warning shot. Not like an unwilling sparing victim who'll be running for months. My pen is my sword. I put letters in morgue. Then explain to the alphabet that your letters are forged. Feel the force from this pen. Each message bring more. I'm just testing my writing skill. Let my confession be poor. I'm just a regular poet. Each session I'm bored. I cannot finish my syllables, but I'm so invested in flows. People try to stick the tip in this. Trying to write like me is too ridiculous. Let me show you how sick your wishing is by induction and measure in tones. And that's the end of those pieces.
Thank you, John Moore. Y'all open up your mics and show some love to the poet.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Sure.
Yay, John Moore!
Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
Awesome.
Yes. Woo! Yeah.
You've been quiet all night, brother, but you definitely was loud just now. We appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, right now it's back, so I'm gonna hit the bed now and catch up on some sleep.
All right, cool, brother. Thank you for vibing with us, man. You have a blessed night.
Yeah, man. You too, man.
All right, that's what's up. That's our brother John Moore Small. Show him some love one more time upon his exit. While y'all loving on John Moore Smalls, open up your hearts and your mics. And let's show some love to Dark and Blues.
Woohoo! Let's go.
It's complicated passions. It's complicated passions.
It's not tonight. Tonight is Dark Man Blues. I think he be putting up the name that he want to be addressed by. So it's Dark Man Blues tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Witz. I was just lazy and never changed it for this
Oh,
particular.
so you are complicated passions.
Forever and always will be, even if. So I'll just keep it real. I'm going to share from two different projects. These are future books that, eventually I will put out. But right now, I got a new joint, and it's called Love Is, but I'm not reciting from that tonight because that's a whole nother show. So this first piece I'm going to do is from a book that's titled Hit Me Where I Live, and it's titled The Well.
If you're speaking, you're muted.
I'm sorry. I thought I was speaking loud.
No, you were muted the whole time, my good sir.
My bad. Okay.
Can we get a rewind?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Rewind.
It was the reason why I was on mute because I messed up. So here we go for real. Check it out. Okay, so this poem is from a book that's titled Hit Me Where I Live. All right. Her eyes were the vessel. The tears of her soul flowed like whispers. I thought, let me hold them captive to drink as my own. Deeply, I am taken. In this well are the moments to love her hurt away. She looks into my eyes only to find a reflection of what her life will be. I tell her, let me fill the contents of your inner diary that I may add to the future intent of where life begins. This next part, like a child's playground freedom, you are my happy intentions. The contours of your silhouette paints like the moon's earthly rotation, serenading the tides of our beginning. Like sunrise, these images are life-giving, the aura and the scent of rain before the storm. You're becoming words never spoken, a language between lovers, a code filled with secret desires. That next part, discovering what life's all about when numbers don't matter, knowing there are so many kissable parts to be tattooed upon your body. I tell her these lips are meant to find you. I'll be leaving echoes to remind her I loved you more being your dream chaser, just to wake you like a fantasy. I will always be that wish that came true, being the complicated passions in you. I need her like the world needs love, my melanin queen. And that is from Hit Me Where I Live. This next joint is from a book that's titled Here, which stands for Her Essence, Resonating Endlessly. Imagine this temptation resonating through you, sensing she wants to be shook up. First look would take me to her love's end. In this new poem, she's the hook, whispering, I want you. That's the way I roll. Hotter than July, no lies, Samuel Rain until I die. Still loving her, my only squeeze, serving it up, she knows I want to. As she looks into my eyes, it's happening now, sooner than later. You know danger when it calls your name. Everybody's got one, resonating when whispers fade into ecstasy. I got her fiending for me. Her body hungry, I can feel the echoes dancing on her walls endlessly. You know the hook. When we're making love, say my name. Complicated passions, the voice behind this pen. Thank you.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Yeah, I had to put that in the comments. Y'all open up your mics and show some love to my brother, The Complicated Passions.
Right.
Oh,
I was trying to
yes.
put my stuff in the comments too. I was like,
Congratulations.
nice.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, Samuel.
What is that, sir?
Great work, brother. And let's do a little put a little information about the new book that's coming out, if you don't mind.
Will do. Thank you very much.
All right, that's what's up. Y'all make sure y'all showing some love and support to our family, keeping each other up. If you got it in your heart and in your wallet, please tap into Brandy Lane's GoFundMe and support her. And let's keep everybody safe during these trying times because it's cold outside. It's cold as hell. So let's keep loving on each other and support one another, please. Let's give it up one more time to our brother, Complicated Passions. And while y'all loving on him, open up your hearts and your mics and let's show some love for Coach Josh Smalls, my amazing brother. Let's get it.
Coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the other half of Complicated Passions.
What up? What up? What up? Can y'all hear me?
That's the other half of Complicated Passions right there.
First of all,
hear
there's
you
only
now.
one complicated passions. This is the other half of love is. So let's get that correct. Let's get that correct. I'm gonna jump into these two pieces. First of all, shout out to Mr. Witz for holding it down. Wow, I'm getting a message from Jackie Shelton Green, the poet laureate of North Carolina, as we speak. It's just amazing how things work. She's actually doing some work on the book that myself and Complicated Passions got coming out. And y'all can get it, pre-order it now. You can definitely have it February 1st. Shout out to Gifted for holding it down. So it's late, man. I gotta let Wiz go to bed. And shout out to all the poets that touched the mic, man. Like without y'all, the night isn't a night. You know what I mean? So thank each and every one of you for being here and sticking around. Let me jump in really quick. I cannot bid you a goodbye, not when the wind keeps hounding your sounds, screaming them in someone's bedroom. I know there's a kitchen somewhere full of grandmothers using greasy ladles as mics. Song after song, cracking voices followed by laughter and strong gin. I remember my mom listened to you when we were young, and I saw your words crack her smile, turn her laughs into a perfect, girl, I know exactly what you mean. And Private Dancer became songs for men who did not deserve them. I don't have a farewell for you. For you will relish in a heartbeat and playlist alike. I won't say or know a goodbye with your name on it, but I hope that there's a purple sky where you are. And Prince is sitting adjacent, a little black boy with an afro. And he'll say, hello, my name is Michael. Come, let me introduce you to Mr. Donny Hathaway and Marvin and Barry and Whitney's hugging Luther while Phyllis Hyman sings Old Friends. Just below God's window. And no more tears and no more pain. Nothing but harmony swelling the sky with rain and colorful clouds. I cannot bid you a farewell when you are powerhouse, and I will remember you sang and rock and roll changed. And rhythm found a new blues, and you taught the world that Nutbush was real, and every human learned what amazing legs look like when dancing to the sweetest songs ever. I could name them in order, but I won't. I'm afraid someone might find a meme and human themselves with the wrong moments and find their lungs empty, full of empty. Farewell feels like writing you away. You said they call it Nutbush City Limits. But we call it forever and will forever call it by its name. Heaven's doorway, the only witness to one of God's favorites. That's my ode to Tina Turner, if you didn't know. And then I'm going to read this. I just wrote this too. Y'all know I like to write while the open mic is going. So this is new. I am from broken hands and matching promises. A land far from help me and galaxy away from answered prayers. You know, I say prayers and someone forgets us again. The broken womb, the field hands, every African body now bandaged in Afro-American titles. I know no one heard those prayers. Not God, not Savior. Master himself found safety in the good book when turned the other cheek to pretend tomorrow will bring a better day to brown skin and black hands. Names that find a culture America folded like a switchblade. I am from bended backs and unwanted friendships. Stolen families and a God who couldn't find. I am from crying eyes and mothers afraid of empty bedrooms. I am from twisted lines, fragmented sentences,
broken words, and crowded rooms that do not buy poetry books. I'm the reason ink pens tell the world to shut down. For I am a poet, a metaphor for God's favorites. Thank y'all for the night. Appreciate the love.
Awesome piece, man.
Yeah, damn, you wrote that. Wow, wow. Wow.
Amazing, coach.
That's cheating.
Thank y'all. AJ, send me the damn poem so I can steal, man.
That was amazing work. That was amazing.
Yes, that was amazing.
Both pieces. The tribute to Tina was brilliant as well. But a lot of lines from that I wrote into the chat, so forgive me if I go and steal from your poem.
No doubt. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but definitely dope work tonight, bro. As always, man. Appreciate you being here.
Indeed, bro. Indeed.
And yeah, I'll give it up one more time for my brother, Coach Josh Smalls.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, sliced like butter.
Go, man, go. Go, hurry, go.
I am.
Look, Teresa gonna end up taking you to Egypt. You end up in Egypt, you know.
Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I love it. Y'all keep the energy going. Open up your hearts and your mics for my brother Josh Smalls one more time. And while y'all doing that, let's show some love to my brother AJ Houston.
Woo-hoo. Hey.
Woohoo!
Ah.
Hey.
What's up, man? Good to be here. Good to see y'all. Let me try and make this. I was trying to charge my phone. It needed some power. So. You made them sit right here. Here we go. I was challenged to write If I Were a Poem, right? So like everybody wrote If I Were a Poem, especially Valerie did hers last week. That was a bomb, and I'd worked on mine. So I'm gonna read If I Were a Poem so I can get it out of the way and be done with it. So, but first piece, If I Were a Poem. Some songs ain't sung right. Can't be. Wrong note, wrong person, words ain't matched the melody since grandma hummed it on the front porch in a rocker. There are verses heaven forgot to add a signature, may never know who penned it first or second or fifth. I practice breathing sense into places void of logic. That's what poems are, you know. Sometimes don't have enough breath or lyrics. Music still playing in the background. Heaven got jokes. Been joking for hundreds of years. Not one of our ancestors sung Negro spirituals because they wanted to. That was heaven playing background music, background tunes to the struggle. Those are not just verses, they were directions, hidden messages. No, it wasn't just words, bass beats replacing hangings, rapes, beatings. The same ones are used today to drown out acquittals, guilty verdicts, gunshots, funeral processions, quit dancing, shoes tapped out, told to heel worn down. My blackface, stopped blackfacing years ago, but no one told you how it started. The sixth thing stolen after our arrival was the humanistic way we connected with animals. They, our captors, loved the rhythm in our feet when we danced, rhythm of our voices when we sung. Guess we never really considered white men animals if the hoof fits. Anyway, there's no Jim Crow, no such person, never was, never will be. It was the dance he stole that wore the name Black Man Singing, Grooming a Horse. Both animals entertained Horse and old Thomas Rice as he watched. He was an actor, not a good one, as it is written, until he learned to play nigger. Were you aware America for years paid top dollar to see a Black man dance that wasn't Black at all? Jump, Jim Crow, jump, Jim Crow, jump. From 1828 to 2024, ain't that long since passed, but America's still blackface and still thinking we ain't listening, thinking I can't finger the truth if I found the right pen. If I were a poem, I'll be the words moving room with the animal, not the one in blackface. We got enough minstrel shows as it is, got black faces turning on black faces, reminiscent of the whole century white faces made a living and a mockery of black faces, learned too well. Now we make a mockery of ourselves. Did you know Thomas Rice and Ringling Brothers and every unhonorable you can mention made a good living wage? They danced Jim Crow for so long he wrote an awful letter, then grew into a person. If I were a poem, I would owe King Cole and Peter Piper Pumpkin and Peter Piper Pig, Peter Wheatstraw, whatever Peter you can remember a name, Mary the Lamb, Jack Jill, wouldn't force Humpty to commit suicide if I were a poem. I would correct masses' writings, make it funny. There would be no nursery or rhymes, no tales of fairies, no times that came upon us once or twice, no afters that were happily ever. I would prefer you history proper instead of repeating the old American English version. If I were a poem, I wouldn't can't no more. I would only able. There would be no Wenceslas that was king or good or bad. If I were a poem, I would rewrite every book you read to your children as infants, in daycare, at first graders, middle schoolers. I would make sure at graduation you could recite the truth. You would know how critical it is after you discover race ain't no theory. It's an abomination created right here, buried in American dirt, in the graveyards we still can't find. If I were a poem, I would be banned in most languages. Most of your religious institutions not allowed on campuses in the South, Midwest, Northeast. America would make my verses unlawful, afraid if you saw my black. Afraid if you saw my black, you would want to discover yours too. Black is not just beautiful, it's amazing and spectacular. The most magnificent creation our benevolent creator created. If I were a poem, I would come with a river you can walk on. Oak, seeds, and refillable pens, hoping you grow into the poem our ancestors need you to write. Did you know? Did you know they're waiting for you to be a poem too?
Aw, that's my co-host.
And I found this poem. Y'all gotta bear with me. I found this poem. I've been looking for this poem for about 6 months. And I found it today. I couldn't find it I found it today. So I gotta share it with you if you don't mind. It's called Clouds of Dust. I wonder if the first slave rebellion reminded captors of black dust. All that ground we couldn't own, pounded by feet they considered property. I bet we resemble storm clouds, all that rumbling and thunderous foot clapping, making them believe heaven was raining black justice way past due. You ever wonder if some of them believe every storm is sent, coming to collect the debt their ancestors should have paid tenfold? Maybe, just maybe, somewhere in their DNA is a reservoir of remorse they can't get to with so much privilege oozing from their pores. You ever watch a spark catch a branch, strike a bush, start a fire? It begins small, just enough to keep your hands warm. Then your feet, your body, if not treated with respect, it can blaze a house, neighborhood, village, a forest. You ever watch a fire get angry, ball up its flames, consume everything in its path? One day that storm is gonna black the sky, turn the lights out, and do what should have been done centuries ago. Do you know why tornadoes are unable to speak a human language? Don't know words. Why they show up with retribution song dripping from the tips of their tongues? Do you know why hurricanes still follow the hurried paths of slave ships? Why they show up mouth open, screaming, looking to engulf, swallow up the same people who captured innocence. Men of unholy qualities believe dark skin meant subservience, should not be allowed to be whole, should be sold to the highest bidder. Can't tell you exactly why undertows are real, why they will grab a body, hold it hostage, as if it's payback for the groups who agreed, made a pact. The ocean was so much better than wandering on waves in darkness, trapped in the belly of a vessel bound for hell. I wonder if every black body lying in the belly of those ships knew America would not be kind to their seedlings. They thought wherever they landed would be in fact called hell. Do you know how many voices are needed to become an orchestra, a battalion? Can you tell me what rally cry would be audible, the equivalence of change? How many echoes must we gather, must we hold at the ready? How many bones can we shake, bake, toss, burn to get heaven's attention? You ever wonder why heaven ain't opened up yet and gobbled down those trespassers? Collected the souls of them that came and took this dirt? them that disconnected mothers from babies on purpose, fathers from sons because of fear. You ever wish for lightning to strike a ship, a building, men wearing hoods in the woods, a group gathered to claim Black men and Black women would not be whole persons. They think they left 2/5 of us on the shores when they took us captive. How many men, women, children must harmonize a ballad of freedom before America finally listens, before heaven declares it unjust? Have you ever heard the folk song sung around captors' campfires? You would know the screams of Black men were considered commonplace. Southern households look forward to celebrating family reunions at picnics, at torch carryings, at hangings, lynchings, and cross burnings. The moans of Black men have remained background melodies traveling on midnight breezes in the South. You ever hear a low hum while riding in your car traveling on Southern freeways, thinking something's wrong with your engine? Thinking the tire got a hole in it. I wonder the next time we march, will it resemble a slave rebellion? Will masses be turning over in their graves, hiding their faces in them statues? I wonder if the next time we march, will we have to buy a t-shirt? Will any of the money from the sales go to the families of the lost? Will it be a knee, chokehold, a bullet? Will there be news coverage? Will they say again, cameras are not telling the truth? Will they label us a mob, claim we're terrorists? I wonder when they finally change history to say we're immigrants, would they remove the word slave and nigger from the English language? I wonder when the next storm arrives, will it be for real this time? Will the next tornado tell the truth while it's here? What that hurricane finds when she's looking for? I wonder when the next election gets here, will we vote? Will too many of us find a reason not to? I wonder, will somebody tell somebody to tell somebody out loud, it really does matter if we vote or not? I wonder, will unity find us hiding in the closet, knowing we can't connect while we're on TikTok and Instagram, on Facebook and Twitter? How many likes did you get on your last reel? How come we can't be real? Tell each other tell each other of change and how we really feel. Scared if unity finds us at the ready. We can't blame nobody no more for our fallings, for our failings, shortcomings, for the troubles in our communities, for Black on Black, for dollars not finding businesses that look like you, for the hate speak we share in feeds. I wonder, can you hear me over the background music, blaring loudly in the back of your mind? I wonder, can you hear me over the background music, blaring loudly in the back of your mind? Does it?
AJ, you
Unmute,
muted.
unmute,
You might have got a phone call or something.
Okay. This is right now. Our tomorrows, our ancestors yesterday. You can't hear the next year coming, but our children can. What about them? Will they still need to meet and let their feet?
Well, y'all open up your mics and show some love for my brother AJ Houston. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
AJ.
A lot of
I know
power in
him.
those words, brother. A lot of power in those words.
Yeah.
It's really an honor to be here, man. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
It's great to have you. I want to thank everybody who stayed for the entirety of the show. It has been a lengthy performance, and it's always great to have this space and have you all here with us. So please open your mics and just give yourself a round of applause for all that you've done tonight.
Great work, great work.
It was awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
guys.
Love you all.
And to
Well, I
reminder,
wanna-
Vegas has a reminder. Check the chat.
Oh
Okay.
yes, Megas, please.
It's in the
Go
chat.
ahead and it's in the chat. You said.
Yeah, come on out to Chaos Magic Monday night. It's in the chat. It's at 8 o'clock Eastern time. It's a great vibe.
Definitely
Yes,
is. It's a home away from home, so I'll visit frequently. Great to be there, indeed. And Megas is an amazing host as well. Yeah, so
And
give it up for
AJ
him.
every day. Yeah.
Yeah, AJ Houston every day on 707, which is 1007 PTS that time.
EST.
7:07
Eastern
Eastern time.
or
Eastern Standard Time.
Right. And that's every day on IG. AJ, please put that in the chat. For those who are unfamiliar can catch it and keep up with that. Yeah, I want to give one more shout out to Brandy for opening up her heart and sharing with us, her trials. And I pray that you all are reaching out, even if you can't do it tonight. Tomorrow's another day. Maybe you can do it tomorrow or Friday or the day after that. If you have something that you can contribute, please make it your duty to do so. So reach out to her to where you can connect with her outside of today, in case that you want to make a donation later on down the line. All right. Thank you for being here tonight, Queen. And thank everybody for sharing with us tonight again and shedding y'all light in this room.
Man.
Word.
I want to thank my host, my co-host, Gifted, for always helping to keep the space, keeping me in line for when I'm missing artists who are trying to share and have been here all night and things of that sort. She's an amazing artist herself, so I truly appreciate her being by my side. Thank you, Queen. Again, thank you all. Going to end the show.
Mostly.
Yeah, before I keep rambling on. Well, when you get tired, you either start snoring or you keep talking. So I guess right now I'm just rambling. But I love y'all.
Love
The
you
show will
too,
be
man.
up. This show will be shared. We keep all of our shows, so the show will be shared on YouTube. We'll hit you all in your DMs on Instagram to make sure that you can know where to go to review the show again, catch the playback. All right. With that being said, I love y'all. Thank you, Kazi. Thank you, Megas.
My man.
Flada,
Risa.
Risa, Daha, Nemo.
Y'all take care.
Thank y'all so much.
Great reading, a great reading.
Yes, it was.
Patilo, Dark
Oh,
Man
I
Blue. Who that down there? C Santos. C Santos.
Yes,
You
C
been down there
Santos.
hiding all night, huh?
Thank you. She's
Right,
always
well,
here in love in the chat.
Sleep, Mr. Wentz.
That's
Get
right.
some sleep. Thank you, Gifted.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Peace.
Complicated passions. Thank you.
That's right. And AJ
Thank you,
Houston,
everybody.
man. Thank you all.
Hi, good seeing you. Beautiful work tonight. Beautiful work. Thank you, Coach.
Maybe stop the
Bye,
recording.
everyone. Branding. Oh, yes, sir.
Randy, I can't